Hello everyone, today I am going to try to survive 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore. So in this 100 days, I am going to try to complete a few challenges. Now the first one is to get a full set of netherite armor. The second one is defeat the ender dragon. And the third, obtain the elytra. Can I survive up to 100 days in Minecraft Hardcore? Well, watch this entire video to find out. And I quickly also want to say as well that if you do enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you did leave a like on it. And if you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, because I upload these videos every week. And also we are trying to hit 10k subscribers by the end of this year, and we can only do this with your guys' help. Anyway, that's enough talking, let's get straight into the video. Day 0, here we are on the world. So the first thing I go and do is get some wood. And then I go and get some stone. And then I make myself a few stone tools. And then I go exploring and I come across this village, so I head straight over to the village. There wasn't really much loot here, so I just grabbed a few barrels and a few bits of food and I headed out. And then I came across some iron, so I collected that. Then I also came across another village, so I headed straight over there. Day 1, I carried on exploring the village and I found a few emeralds and more food, so I cooked some food up and then I grabbed some of these lanterns because yeah, these are quite nice and I would like to use them in my builds. And then I came across another village, this is pretty nice. So I just grabbed some more food here and more lanterns, and then I saw this, a pillager outpost. I didn't really want to mess with it, so I headed out a different way. So day 2, I came across this little flat land here and I thought, hey, this is quite a nice place to live. So I started making myself a house here. And at the moment, I did not have enough items to actually make the roof, so I just had no roof at the moment, but I had the bottom floor, so I placed a few items in here. So it is now time to go mining, so I found a cave and then I grabbed myself tons of iron here. I also found some raw copper as well, so this is pretty nice. Also, with all the iron I found, I made myself some iron gear because I was going to need it to stay protected in these caves. Day 6, I head back home and I make myself a little farm so I can actually get some food, because it's actually very hard to get food out in the snow biome. I also make myself loads of stone bricks as well so I can actually start making my roof for my house. Now it is time to decorate my full house. Day 14, I made myself loads of iron axes and headed out because I want to get myself tons of wood and also tons of saplings because I was going to need this stuff for later on. Bit of an update here, I've taken out so many trees and yeah, this forest's not really looking like a forest no more. Day 15, I started collecting all the saplings that the trees dropped, and then I headed back home and started placing these saplings in, because I actually wanted to make a bit of a woods or forest next to my house. I also made myself a bit of an aquarium for my new friend. I actually found this guy while I was getting myself loads of wood. Day 16 to 20, I did a bit of farming. I also made myself a bit of a sugarcane farm as well. And I also made myself a bit of a pathway from my house to my farms. And I went to go get some fish because there's loads of fish about. Then I headed back home, made myself a smoker so I can actually cook up all this fish very quickly. Day 21, I went exploring and found some chickens. And I also found some flowers as well, so I collected these. And then I came across this boat, so I explored that and yeah, had a few blocks in here, so that's pretty cool. I also found myself a treasure map, so I went out to go look for this treasure and it was somewhere around here. So I did a bit of digging and then I did find it and it had pretty good items in here. That is pretty nice, so I took all those items and headed home. Day 22, I made myself a diamond pickaxe. I also made myself a item frame, but this is no normal item frame, this is a glowing item frame. So I placed it above my bed and placed this leather hat in here, it looks pretty good. I also did a bit of farming as well to get some more food. Day 23 to 27, I went to go mining and I came across these massive caves, so this is pretty nice. I also found loads of iron, so I collected all of this. And I also grabbed myself some obsidian because I was going to need this. And then I found some diamonds, so this is nice. I also found myself some more diamonds later on, this is pretty good as well. And I also found myself some more, so now I have plenty of diamonds. I also came across this mine shaft as well, so I explored this. And I've never seen this before, some chains holding up the mine shaft. Day 28, I finally got back home and then I packed away all my items in this chest and then I headed to sleep. Day 29, I made myself a full set of diamond gear. Now I have a full set of diamond gear, so this is great. Also made myself a few diamond tools as well. And then I made these armor stands and placed some of my old armor on. And then I decided to make myself a nether portal. Also decorated the nether portal up a little bit as well, just to make it look a bit nicer. And then I lit the nether portal. Day 30, it is now time to do a bit of decorating. I'm still on day 30 here, and I went out in the night time and got myself some spiders because I actually wanted some string. Also came across this dolphin as well. He was above the ice, so I tried my best to save him, and then I was able to get him back into the water with his friends. So I started to head home, but I fell into this hole and there was a creeper down here, so I was able to knock this creeper back, and then I was able to block with my shield so I wouldn't take any damage. So I carried on heading home, but I wanted to get this enderman. But I did not realise how strong this enderman was. It felt like he was a lot stronger than all the other endermen out there. But yeah, he knocked me down to 1.5 hearts, so I had to do something. So I knocked back the enderman and made a sprint for it. Day 31 to 34, I head to the Nether and collect myself some bones. I also come across this Nether fortress, so I headed up and explored it. And then I find myself a blaze spawner, so I took out some blaze to get myself some blaze rods. And then I headed home. Day 35, I made myself a brewing stand and placed it down on top of this crafting table. Also made myself a bunch of spruce fences because I actually wanted to make myself an animal farm. So I broke a few trees down and placed in loads of fences. And then I headed out to go get myself some ender pearls because I was going to need these later on. And then I found this igloo, so I went inside to explore. And I realised it had a trapdoor under here, so I headed down and I saw a villager and a zombie villager. So I went to go swap the zombie villager over to a normal villager, and it took ages for him to transfer back to a normal villager. And once I headed out the igloo, I got myself some animals and started heading back to my house because I actually wanted to make a bit of an animal farm. But my house was so far away and it got nighttime pretty quick, so I actually had to put these animals in a hole. Then once it got morning time, I let all the animals out and then we actually got to my house. So I placed them all in this little fence area I made, and now I've actually got myself a bit of an animal farm going on. Now I made myself tons of pickaxes because I wanted to head to the Nether to get myself a bunch of netherite. So I spent so much time under here, but I was able to find myself a bit of ancient debris, so this is pretty nice. I also found myself some more, and I didn't just grab ancient debris down here, I also grabbed myself a bunch of levels as well. Then once I had enough ancient debris, I headed back home and I started smelting some of this stuff up. And then it was time to collect my netherite scrap and then turn it into netherite ingots. And then I turned all my diamond gear into netherite gear. Day 70, it was now time to actually make myself some ender eyes and actually find the stronghold. And then I threw myself an ender eye and then it headed off one direction, and that is the way I went. So then I threw myself another ender eye and headed out in sea. And then I threw myself another one and then it headed down here, and then I actually found myself the stronghold. This was amazing. Then I came across this library, so I collected loads of books here. I also found 3 diamonds as well, so that was pretty nice. And then I actually found the portal. This is even better. But I wasn't ready yet, so I headed back home. Then once it got night time, I wanted to find some phantoms. But luckily a few spawned in, so I took these guys out. Day 71 to 77, I wanted to make myself a little house for my enchantment table area. On day 78 I did a bit of enchanting and I was able to get myself protection 4 on my netherite chestplate. Then I got myself efficiency 4 on my axe. Also got myself sharpness 4 on my sword. Then I got myself protection 4 on my helmet and on my boots. And then I was able to get myself efficiency 4 on my pickaxe. But I did not have enough levels to enchant my leggings. Day 78 to 85 I wanted to make myself a bit of a forest around my house. So I wanted trees to go all the way down to the end there and also on the other side as well. Now I was going to have to cut down loads of trees to do this, so yeah, let's get to work. So I was able to collect myself about 5.5 stacks of saplings. Now I had to go to work on placing all of these saplings around my area. Now I was able to place quite a lot of them and yeah, this should be enough now. Day 86 I headed to the Nether to get myself some more blaze rods. And then I also got myself some nether wart as well, because I was going to need this to make some potions. And once I headed home, I made a bit of a nether wart farm, and then I started making some potions. So I made some slow falling potions and some health generation potions as well. Day 87 to 90, I did a bit of enchanting, and then I fed up the chickens. And then I headed out, came across this baby fox, so I tried to tame it, but that didn't really work. So now I need some feathers, so I had to take out some of these chickens, and I also got myself some gravel as well, because I was very low on arrows, and I need to make some arrows. But anyway, I came across this nether portal, so I collected some loot from here, also grabbed a gold block as well, and then I headed home. Made myself a bunch of arrows, and made myself some golden apples as well. Day 91, it is now time to actually take out the ender dragon, so I had all the items I needed in my inventory. And it was time to head out to fight the ender dragon. So I collected all the XP that the dragon dropped, I also collected the egg as well. But I was not yet ready to leave the end because I wanted to get myself the elytra. So I headed to the other side of the end and teleported through. Now it is time to find myself an end city. I actually came across one and sadly there was no elytra here. So I carried on exploring and found myself another end city. So I explored this one and this one did have a boat, so I headed over to it. Then I had to fight the last shulker that was here. But he teleported away, so that was alright. Then I looted up the chests and had pretty good loot in them. And now it was time to collect the elytra, so I collected the elytra. Now I've actually got the elytra, so it was now time to actually test it out and also head home. Then once I got home, I made myself some shulker boxes and also made myself a little place to put the ender egg. Day 99, I hang up the elytra and then I go out to find myself some pets. So I come across these 2 dogs and I tame them and then I bring them back home. And then I pop them in my room where my aquarium is. Now I've got all my pets together. So this is great, they're all together now. And then I headed outside to the nearest mountain because I actually wanted to watch the last sunset on this world. So here it is, day 100. This world has been a journey. Now we've done quite a few things in this world. We made a bit of a forest and made myself a nice house area. Also got a few pets and got myself a full set of netherite gear, and we defeated the ender dragon and got the egg. And we also got the elytra as well, so this is pretty good. But sadly, this is all we have for this 100 days. Now if you did enjoy this video, I would really appreciate if you did leave a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome because we are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and we can only do it with your guys' help. But anyway, this is the end, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace out.